So you want to know how to build your own Fortnite Creative Hub? Well, in this video I will be going through how I built an airport hub, and I will be giving you a few useful tips and tricks that you can use when you are designing your own hub. For those of you who don't know, I was actually featured as the first ever Fortnite Creative Hub way back on the 15th of October 2019, where I built a futuristic city hub. So I do have some experience in building hubs already. The first thing you are going to want to think of before building a hub is a theme. This can be anything ranging from holidays such as Halloween, New Year's Eve, or Easter, to hubs that are based on science fiction or real world locations. Although it is important to note that your hub cannot be based off any copyrighted material, such as Star Wars or Marvel, as Epic will not feature these hubs due to legal reasons. Your hub can also be based off a map you have previously finished. This is exactly what I did, as I just recently finished my airport map and wanted to reuse those assets, such as the planes, security check, and luggage check-in. There would also be no previous airport hubs featured, so it was a good theme to pick. For this hub, I went with the floating island hub template, as it gives me a large area to work with and has no terrain. However, there are other hub templates you can choose, such as the flat grid hub and grassy hill hub templates. Now, before starting any project, you need a plan. For this hub, I've decided to build an entire airport with the featured portals facing towards the entrance of the airport and the matchmaking portals located at the windows overlooking the runway. To start off, I built the tarmac that will be the location where the planes and runway will be situated, and then created the curved back of the airport where the hub portals are located. I want this area to be as open as possible, so visibility to the portals is not obstructed. I then went about building the roof of the airport. By using the ring gallery as a template and tracing around it with props and cubes, you can achieve this kind of design. It's very time consuming and tedious, but it's worth it in the end. Once this had been completed, I added the pillars holding up the roof and walls curving in towards the centre of the airport. This is where I also built stairs leading up to the featured rifts and the main entrance. The airport also needs an air traffic control tower and a jet bridge, so I quickly added those along with the steel beams that will make up the frames for the windows. To finish up the main structure of the airport, I built the main entrance, which is situated just behind the featured rifts. As you can see here, the interior of this airport is very open, which is exactly what I wanted, as it makes the hub feel more spacious and it allows for clear sightlines to all of the rifts, so you can never get confused as to where they are. Now we can move on to creating the interior of the airport. The first area I built was one of the terminals. To add some greenery to it, I made a vertical garden and then placed some potted plants next to it. I then built a security check for the terminal, which will be vital for the simulation we will be adding later on. The flight ticket collection machines and luggage check-in areas were then built near the entrance to the airport. To complete the interior design, I built the matchmaking portals and placed my MakaMakes logo that I have used in other maps on the floor at the centre of the hub. At this stage, I realised my memory was getting pretty high. This worried me as the hub has a memory limit of 30k. However, I remember when Epic Games explained why we would need the memory to be lower for the hubs. It was because load times would need to be faster for them. Well, you see, memory is a really poor way of judging this, as you could have a map with just one prop but have multiple copies of that prop that will bring the memory up to 30k, and the load time for this map will be around 21 seconds, which is unacceptable for a hub. So to get the ideal load time for a hub, I checked the load time from previous hubs and got an average value of about 16 seconds on PC. As long as I didn't go over this value, I would be okay. Keeping this in mind, I started working on the exterior of the airport. First, I added my large passenger jet along with my custom airport vehicles and private jet. To add some more detail to the exterior, I made a miniature runway which looks bigger from far away and built the yellow taxi track markings. Then I built up the area by the entrance of the airport by adding a road and waiting area. Don't worry about the ends of the road, as you will not be able to see them from the inside of the airport. The final thing that needed to be added to the airport was the map barriers and the mechanics for the hub. Adding a mechanic to your hub gives it a far greater possibility of it getting featured, and I would encourage all of you to do it. This mechanic can take many forms, from unlocking secret rooms by completing tasks around the hub, to having functional parts of the hub which players can interact with. For my airport hub, I decided to create an airport simulator, where you have to go through the various procedures when trying to fly out from an airport, such as checking in your luggage and going through security. Another thing you will need before submitting your hub is a map that is suitable for matchmaking and featured Rift portals. In this case, I decided to modify my helicarrier to make it into a normal aircraft carrier by getting rid of all the copyrighted material. This map will feature an infected game mode where the heroes will have to survive for 5 minutes or else they lose. My airport simulator also directs players to this matchmaking portal when they complete it, to encourage them to play it. With all that work done, my airport hub was finally finished. This hub is currently scheduled to be featured on the 9th of June, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. Also, as a side note, I'm currently holding a build battle competition on my Discord server where you have a chance of winning $100. So if you are interested in that, the link to the server will be in the description and pinned comment. That just about wraps up this video. Please like and subscribe if this encouraged you to try and create your own Fortnite creative hub, and it would also be much appreciated if you use my code MakaMakes to support me and this channel. That's it from me, see you in the next video.